Hi, I'm Charlie, and this is deepQuote. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. It's Charlie. It's deepQuote. deepQuote. So, since it's June? Yeah, it's June. So, I have decided to do like a 6-month kind of thing to see where I am in my reading. And I know it's beginning of the month, or at least it is when I'm filming this, but I'd like to go through what I've read, and got my spreadsheet right here. I like to track everything, and let's get into it. So, I'm gonna go through everything. So, January. Woo. So in January, I read If You Come Softly and Behind You by Jacqueline Woodson. Basically, they meet at school and they fall in love, and interracial couple, and then I don't know if it counts as a spoiler, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So the next book I read was All the Things We Never Knew by Yara Tamani. I read that as an ebook, and it's kind of romance, and then they like to play basketball, and there's a little plot twist with the family, and they deal with their family issues. I also read Dear Justice and Dear Martin by Nick Stone, and those kind of deal with race. And so I read Dear Justice first, even though it's Dear Martin and Dear Justice, but they work as standalone. So in Dear Justice, kid is in jail trying to get out of jail, and in Dear Martin, the kid, different kid, but they're in like the same universe, I guess. So they know each other from the main person book in Dear Justice and Dear Martin. So yes. So Justice is writing letters to MLK, trying to be better and try and be like him in a way. And so there's an incident with his friend and him in the car, and yeah. So the last book I finished in January was Baby and Solo by Elizabeth Posthuma. Yeah, so that was, the guy gets a job at a video store, I guess you'd call it, and so he meets this girl at work, and they kind of become friends. And Solo, in this book, that's the guy's chosen name at the video store, he kind of is dealing with mental health issues, I guess, because he was in, I don't know what you call it. I really don't know what you call it. It's been a while. Wherever for most of his life. Like, he's been in care, I guess. Because he had an imaginary friend. That's what I'll say. He had an imaginary friend. And so he dealt with that, and it was kind of like an oh at the end of the book. And so that leaves us to February. So in February, I finished this book. I thought that one was really interesting. It's got like an affirmations thing, like a list, I don't know what you call it, like prompts and stuff, and it's got a lot of interesting facts. I like that one. Then I read a lot in February. I read Happily Ever Afters. I think I have that one in full review on the first video, the rainy one. So I will link that. And read Now That I Found You, and by Christina Forrest. Don't remember if I did a review for that one in my video, but kind of a movie star, and there was a drama, and so she's now going around the town with somebody, and then it's like, oh my goodness, what happened? So now they're looking for somebody too. Yeah. Trying to give quick reviews, minimal spoilers. I Want to Be Where You Are, also Christina Forrest. So girl's gonna sneak out the house, go to a little dancing tryout thing, and before she goes, she ends up having to take an ex-friend with her on a road trip, drop him off as a favor. And that's that one. Like Home by Luisa Onome. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know these names. I just read them. I'm sorry. So there's a vandalism, whatever, at the store in our town. It's kind of getting covered, and she's kind of dealing with that and trying to dealing with the gentrification of where she grew up. And on the come up, Angie Thomas. Yeah, so the girl is a rapper, I guess, and there's an incident that happened at school, and so she's people are dealing with that, and then she's got the rapping thing. She's trying to deal with that and get things better, dealing with a whole bunch of family life stuff. Yeah. One True Loves, Elise Bryant. I forgot to say that for Happily Ever Afters, but I also have a full video review for that one, so I will link that as well. Finished on the same day. The Voting Booth by Brandy Colbert. Guy needs to vote. Turns out he's not registered there, so he spends the day with the girl helping him vote. I honestly can't remember if there's much else to it. Then here's where I read Rise to the Sun for the first time, and I finished that it's my last book for February. So they're at a music festival, things happen. Oh well. March. So for March, started off with Instructions for Dancing, Nicola Yoon. Girl gets the book thing, and she has to take dance classes, and she takes dance classes with the guy, and the instructions for dancing. I'm not giving very good explanations, but here we are. The Marvelous. I found this book to be very interesting. I think it could have been worded a bit I found this book very interesting, but it was, I don't know, the way it was written was a little complex, I guess, but it's a good book. 6 people go stay at this house, and it's a whole house game escape room type thing going on. There's a whole mystery behind it too, and they're trying to win. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Marvelous. It's by Claire Kahn. Next one, Everything, Nicola Yoon. There we go. The girl is allergic to everything. Then the guy moves across the street, and it's like, yeah, you could come. But there's a whole thing that happens, a whole lot of things happen. The Chorus Rises, Bethany Seymour. So this is the sequel to A Song Below Water, but it follows the antagonist of A Song Below Water. So she is kind of dealing with all this craziness because the whole system, the way things have happened, has changed. Like sirens being more accepted and stuff, and then people hating on her, and then the whole movie about everything didn't get messed whatever. It was a lot. So she's just dealing with the aftermath of the last book. And she goes to a family reunion. That's cool too. I think it's called the Fly Girl series or something. But I read 2 of those books. Lux, the new girl, and Noelle, the mean girl. And these books are by Ashley Woodfolk. And yes, I read those. I think Lux transferred schools and there was a whole thing, and so she found the friend group. It was like, you lied. It was like, And Noelle was like, I love you. Yeah, great descriptions here. This is amazing. You could not get any better descriptions. The Meet Cute Project by, I don't know, I'm gonna take a guess and say Rhiannon Richardson. I really should look this up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But the girl needs a date to a wedding, so they try and set her up with a date for the wedding, and so they're all trying to give her, all her friends are trying to give her meet cutes and stuff, and yep. I had The Taking of Jake Livingston. I have that on, I have a little review thing on Instagram for that one, but Jake can see dead people. There's a ghost that needs stopping, and yeah, things happen. Last book for March, I read Where the Rhythm Takes You by Sarah Doss. This one takes place in Trinidad or Tobago maybe. I don't even remember. But she works at a hotel. Dad was there. Her mom worked there, was with them before she died, and so her childhood friend and ex-boyfriend comes and stays at the hotel with his group of people because now he's a big time singer, I guess you'd call it. DJ? Is DJ the word? Again, this is not the best, but here we are. And so he's out in America or whatever doing this thing, and his friends take him there, and he's there staying at the hotel around his birthday, I guess, and yeah. And then we are here at April. So I started the month off with finishing Black Enough by a lot of people. It's one of those short story collection kind of books, and that was nice. I can't really give you a lot of summaries because it's a short story collection, but it's got a lot of good people in there, and I enjoyed it. Read Empowered Black Girl by the same person as the other book. You'll see it. I'm gonna put it there. Pretty much the same deal as the other book, less prompts and more words and stuff, but it's similar. Not the same, but similar. Then read Yesterday's History by Kosoko Jackson. That one actually took me out of a little bit of a reading slump. I mean, I was reading other books, but I wasn't enjoying books as much. But yeah. And so, kid gets a transplant, and then he can time travel, and things happen. Then I finally finished The Boy in the Black Suit by Jason Reynolds. I've been working on this one since like 2020, but it's the way things happen. Guy's mom dies. He works at a funeral home. He meets a girl who has experienced a lot of loss, and that's the book. I mean, not like that, but you know. Then I read Rise to the Sun again. Then I read A Caught Woman which I've read the other two in the Legacy of Risha series. I think that's what it's called. But I don't know how to pronounce the name, and I do not want to butcher this one. Yeah, so in this one, I don't know how to say these things without spoiling people, but I don't know. I guess they have to return something to Udidi. I don't know how to say these things. I read them and don't even know how to say them. I don't know how to read them properly, but I get the general storyline. So yes, they're returning to the spider one, and they have to take the road, and Sunny is growing in their powers, and she's looking like a real warrior and stuff, and she got real tall and everything, and they have to go find these I don't know what it's called, but I think it's a Mobius strip, and it's a lot of information. It's the only way the whatever warriors could fight the people, and this is too much information here. This is too much information. Yeah, if you want to know, read all of the books so you have all of the information, but yeah. I read The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Girl's in the car when a police officer kills her friend, and just kind of dealing with the aftermath of that, and the protesting and the whole how it's dealt with because of the race and stuff, and then the police brutality, protesting, and yeah, snitching. The Sun is Also a Star, Nicola Yoon. I read that one, and kind of girl and the guy meet one day, and it's just one day because the girl is about to get deported, and that's how it happens. And I really enjoyed being able to look into the side characters' lives, like the secretary at the building, and like the security guard person. That was very interesting to me. I read Rise to the Sun again. There we are. Yes, Leah Johnson is getting a lot of my focus, apparently. Then here we are in whatever last month was called, May. I read Legendborn. I rated that an amazing. There's your information there. I also have this one on my Instagram. Yeah, Bree's mother dies. She sees some things like, oh, hold up. And then she's like, this could be the answers. This is me running, because that's what she did. And it's like, oh my goodness, there's an order. Then like, oh my goodness, my family. And then like, oh my goodness, this was for nothing. Like, oh my goodness, this wasn't for nothing. But then like, oh my goodness, it was me. Oh my goodness, I can do this. Yeah, that's how that book went for me. That's how I interpret it. Listen to Everybody Looking by Candace Ilo. I'm getting distracted. Is that how I say it? Is that how it's pronounced? Yeah, I listened to it. Yes, I listened to it. I listened to Everybody Looking. Read Rise to the Sun again. Again, he's a lot of my attention here. Why is my attention divided so? No, but it's okay. And then the end of the month, I finished This Poison Heart. Also rated an amazing. Apparently, I found some good fantasy here, because I am picky about my fantasy. Like, don't come at me with no Wizarding World. Sorry. Percy Jackson will not be having me. But yes, girl has plant powers, and she's given a dilapidated estate. And I got the dilapidated part straight from the review. Not the review, the summary. But yeah, she inherits an estate from her biological aunt. A lot happened. So first she uncovers this mystery, and then it's like everything was a lie, but then it's like, wait, what? So yeah, that's how that book went. So far, I've only finished one book, Survive the Dome by Kosovo Jackson. Oh, This Poison Heart is by Kaylin Barron. I also have that on my Instagram. Yeah. Then Survive the Dome, Kosovo Jackson, June. There was a protest. Everybody gets put into a dome, and they're trying to escape the dome. Yeah. So those are the books that I have. Those are the books that I have finished so far this year. I'm currently reading Indivisible by, I don't know, I'm going to say it was like Daniel Alema. I'm gonna have a picture here, okay? Picture. Indivisible, here. So far, the kid's parents have been deported, and he's with his little sister. And they're gonna try and get him a lawyer, get them out of the detention centers. You see where I'm going with this? I'm working on listening to, and I would be reading it, but my library no longer owns the license to the book, which is unfortunate for me. But I'm working on A Blade So Black. Pretty cool so far. I'm only in like chapter 2, but I'm enjoying myself. And one other book, I don't know, hold on, let me see. Beasts of Prey, and not very far. Kind of enjoying it so far. We'll see where we end up. So that is the summary for these first 6 months, or mid-year video. And thank you for watching, for listening to me talk and ramble and just saying things. Anywho, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video if you choose to join me. Feel free to check out my Instagram too. I might link it. Yeah, see ya.
So most of the words are koala. Oh, she's evil.